Hi, good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be watching around the world. Ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, this is your host, this is your guy, DLG Reppin. And I'm just bringing you some footballing context, live and direct, just football related issues. Burnley manager has said that it may be tough for him to strengthen his squad because players are just far too costly. I don't think he mentioned nationality, but I know who may be costly and who he may want to go after, but it might come at a cost to the transfer fee and the wages. Plus, he's short of money. But let's start off with Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp. And he has revealed that he would like to have he'd like to have a team full of scouts players within the next 10 years. So I'm going to read a bit of what he said today. Excuse me. Oh. All right. By Ben Lawrence. Jurgen Klopp has revealed he would love to see a team full of scousers playing for Liverpool within the next decade. Wow. So Liverpool fans, would you be overwhelmed by seeing a whole team of scousers, local boys, just like Trent Alexander-Arnold? I mean, you can leave it you can give me your views on this by leaving it in my comment section below. I'm going to read where I've highlighted here, or I'm going to read a little bit here. Right. The Reds manager has a lot of young talent coming through and declared the dream is in 10 years we have a team full of scousers. There you go. That's the dream, he says, is to have a team full of scousers. Now, you that are defending the title next season, well, you're obviously going to need players for the here and now. If you do go on to have a team of scousers, then, well, all the very best. But I don't know we don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years, Let the next 10 years unveil itself, but just live in the here and now. But the door is open to all boys. They don't have to be scousers, but they do have to show commitment and patience. We encourage our youngsters to want to learn the game. Now, that's a true factor there, and that is making sure Liverpool encourages the youngsters, to learn about the club, learn about the game they're playing, and it's not always about whether you're this colour, that colour, who you are, what you know, is how good you are from a footballing ability point of view. I'm going to read where I highlighted here. The last 3 years he has made massive steps. This is about Sadio Mane. I'm going to read a little bit about Mane here. Mane has shown exactly what he means, having now scored 20 goals in each of the 3 last seasons. German title winning chief Klopp added, in the last 3 years he has made massive steps, and that progress only works if you keep taking those steps every year. I remember this unbelievably talented boy coming from Southampton. He obviously had outstanding ability but was lacking a bit of consistency. That more at Southampton than maybe at Liverpool, because he came in and he cost Liverpool a subtotal of 30 million, and look at the price he's probably worth now. Double, maybe triple that. There were people, I think, who were not sure that signing him for that kind of money was the right thing to do. Consistency is the key, and he has become the complete player now. And he stressed some more here. I'm going to read a bit more of this. Not about Mane, but what he has said. He stressed, "We do everything to educate these boys and give them a good career, and it is about preparing your career." So, youngsters like Curtis and another guy, Nico Williams, they would have been highly educated to the core. The discipline procedures they would have to abide by if they really want to get far in their careers at Liverpool Football Club. And I read on here, and really want to use them as much as possible. It's not about how old you are or who you are, but it's just about how good you are. Exactly. It's about how good you are. And with consistent practice, training, consistent education, they can become the best of the best. It's just giving them the drills. And Graham Potter has said something about Graham Potter has been praised by Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp has said what he is doing is very impressive. I'm gonna read again. The new Prem champions face Brighton, and Klopp is full of praise for the opposite number, Graham Potter. He says here, what he has done is very impressive. He is bringing in a proper football style. He is doing a really good job. And you know what? He has done a good job at Brighton Hove Albion. He took over from Chris Hughton, who they feel that he was only ever going to just keep him up, but they wanted a little bit more. They wanted a style of football that would please the fans, and they wanted to win by playing a style of football. And you know what? Well done to Graham Potter there. And it's nice of Jurgen Klopp to praise him. So moving on, Mr. Sean Dice has claimed that he's facing a summer where it's going to be tough. I'll read the title here by Martin Blackburn. Sean Dice reckons refreshing his ageing Burnley squad will be too costly this summer. The average age of his team on Sunday was 28, and 4 of his players that day were over 30. Dyche's men have secured their Premier League status and are in the mix for a Europa League spot, but wherever they finish, funds are likely to be tight once again. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best situation being a Burnley fan when you're expecting exciting summer signings, and when you've got a tight budget, you've got to work within your means. And yet again, Dyche has admitted and publicly come out and said it will be tight, and he's going to have to work within his means. I would assume that he's had a conversation with the hierarchy about their plans for the summer and what they plan to do as a project or part of the project that he is managing. And it's a very good working outfit, Burnley. Very good. They are organised at the best of times, difficult to break down, and they do give you a tough game on their day, especially at Turf Moor. Right, and this is the sort of thing that Burnley are known for. Very tough tackling. And they're physical as well when they needed to be, especially at Turf Moor. They're more physical at Turf Moor than I feel that they will be away from home. That's because maybe away from home they need to open up a little bit. Or they're going away to the top 6 sides. They will definitely flood the midfield and sit like a 2 banks of 4. And try hit you on the set pieces. And very effective they are on set pieces. So playing Burnley is always difficult, and it's always a difficult game. But I like to see what Sean Dice can do on a tight budget. I mean, their budget is as tight as the clubs are in the Championship and League One. With all due respect to Burnley Football Club and the fans and the manager, Burnley fans, if you want to get back to me and have your say on this situation, what Sean Dice has been speaking about, then feel free to drop your comments below. And all football fans around the world, if you've got anything that you want to talk about in terms of your club, your national, even your international football team, feel free to drop your comments below. Do drive the thumbs up like button, more and less of the downwards, please. And remember, subscribe to my channel, yeah? Please subscribe to my channel. Please smash the subscribe button. And please, please, please smash it passionately. And please, let's help make this channel grow. As I always say, you help me make this channel grow. I'll help you by bringing more football-related issues and talk about them with complete sense and with much sense as possible. So I'm going to leave it as here. Oh, before I go, I would just like to say that I will be doing my preview for the North London derby. Yes, Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. My first visit at the new toilet, at the new impressive toilet ever. And once we've finished with Tottenham, hopefully we can use the golden cock to flush, as the flush handle, and flush them away. But yeah, I'll be doing a match day preview as well as my starting 11, the starting 11 that I would select, and my 9 substitutions, and that is it. And yeah, again, I say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me, and ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for putting up with me. And I'll be back tomorrow with more footballing context and keeping it 100% real in terms of the footballing related issues, yeah? So once again, it's peace, love, and bless, yeah? Thank you again, and have a good evening. Make sure you rest well and stay safe. Good night.